already have great tools, and there's the Aatrox you mentioned, unsurprisingly. But the amount of CC that's available to get this Draven an early kill is always what I look towards when this champion is locked in.
He hits him with the next Harpoon there. He might just simply be dead. We'll have to flash eventually there, and it's just not going to mess around with it. But the wave, as you mentioned, really frustrating to deal with now. No TP. And the early prio here for Gen G working
Zeus
out.
did come back. And Keen did go for Swifty Boots, as now going to try to chase after Zeus, who is going to World Ender and kind of just miss a bunch of stuff. Keen still on the chase. It's so difficult to get away from this rumble. And now Canyon's here. The flash on him, but he dodges the stun. And Zeus will be totally fine.
Jovi can't. He'll only be fighting that Poppy Draven bottom side anyways. So making this type of play ends up being a huge boon for Gen G.
Playing.
Oh, no, he's just going to run straight at him. Zeus, no flash, no World Ender. Maybe no way to get out of this one as he gets pulled back. And the Ren comes through, flash forward, and Pays will pick up first blood.
Good shot at isolating a target. Someone like Pays, even with the cleanse, if you have Owner there, if you have Keria there, but if you're always trying to catch up to what Gen G is doing, you're not going to be able to. And if you get into a mid to late game team fight, and there's like a package available, there is an equalizer and an ignite, for Draven, it's so hard to pilot, and if you end up going down before you cash in that passive, the champion just doesn't feel like it has nearly the same impact.
Yeah. By the way, we are going to have Rock.
Pretty risky, unless you want to TP Zeus in. I don't think they're going to do it.
It's double equalizer.
Yeah.
You got the package, you've got Rumble here. And he gets back in this one. Let's see if the flank out of Zeus is going to be good enough. Keen going back in, but Keria trying to help him. Jovi just going to flash away. And it looks like Keen also going to go for the flash, but we got Owner on the way. We got a potential touchdown in Guma from
The punish play on point. Little bit of greed from Gen G. And this time, T1 swing back, actually almost completely bringing the gold lead before that turret goes down back to even. Will be a trade of turrets. They still have that prio. They still have the better group, and Guma won't be able to utilize that gold if he can't get into position. He's very low range to actually get it done. Keen will eventually take out that.
Now kind of scratching their heads as to if they do want to fight this one, especially with package available. I think you just got to give this one away.
You got to give it away, and this is the prio power here that T1 do not have.
Oh, a little close. Ooh. Okay, I don't think we've ever really seen that before in the LCK, but it's gonna dodge. Equalizer gets massive value, and now Faker in a lot of trouble. Down he will go. And that is going to be a big deal here as Gen G continue the push. Rift Herald, Smith Herald, they say they're continuing to dive underneath the turret as Zeus trying to put up some kind of defense, but Gen G holding the reins on this one. But let's see as Keria is going to make a play, knocks up the Viego, no follow-up at all. Another huge equalizer going to come in as TP now from the side of Zeus, and Keria is burning down. Finally, Zeus gets in, but the Fate's Call comes out and saves the support that is Lahen.
The Gen G slip. If they stumble, if they mess up one fight, you're going to fall off the rope and fall down, and that won.
Yeah, just trying to force it. They are going to get Banana Brush control here, but take a look at that double control ward in the Banana Brush as everybody is grouping up, and Jovi, he's got an angle. The hook comes in, and Keria is the target. He's not very techy. He goes down immediately. And this frontline, Lahens loses his Aftershock, but now you don't have Keria. It's a 5v4, and Gen G are looking at their second Cloud Burst.
The fights look the same. This is the same fight we just watched, but now Gen G have more gold. Now the damage is higher on that equalizer, and T1 trying to find that opening. It's just not there, and Guma? Gonna get chunked down.
Yeah, he's isolated in mid. Jovi's looking for more. We got Lahens by himself. He's got Keen, but Keen is kind of leaving him to the dust as Lahens is in the pit, and now Canyon just going to ult away. And now they look to take the fight. Gen G getting back in, but Zayn is going so deep by himself, and he is going to go down alongside a Faker as Gen G take the two of them.
T1 decide to re-engage because of this pick here. Meanwhile,
potentially, Jovi's going to go down here. That goes to the Poppy, though. Guma not going to pick it up, and now we got Keen coming in. He's looking to punish the rest of them. That's a double kill for Keen. He's looking for about 4,000 gold head, and maybe relying on Keria to knock some people away, but now he's just trying to keep them out of this one. Keen is not in the pit. Lahen's trying desperately, but that will go the way of T1, and now they're all in the pit. They're just trying to get out of this one. Gen G should be able to clean up some as a kill will go towards Space. Canyon looking for a bit more, but he has gone pretty far. Now Keen coming in from the right side, looking to shut these two down. Might just be able to. Not the easiest targets with the Aatrox and the Azir, but eventually Zeus will fall, and they're looking for a bit more. Keen looking for the dive even. I mean, how far are they going to go on this one? I mean, they really want to take away all the Baron buffs here as the flash comes out of Faker. And the Heads is going to go down, but now it's straight back. No Canyon is going to live, and Faker looks to take him out. Does get the kill in the end, and Gen Z definitely...
He's already here. I mean, you can't just give this one up, but you can't take it either. And once again, same fight, same choke point. Maokai ult to start.
Same Maokai ult, and Owner desperate to get in. They're trying to turn up to Zeus, and they will immediately take him down. Now it's a 5v4. Canyon keeps it least, doesn't give Owner a chance, and the equalizer is beautiful once again. Guma getting zoomed in on a nice ult away by Keria. As he's gonna get in and steal the Cloud Drake away. At least they get...
Is that Zeus decided to flank, but they identify that, push onto him first, and win the subsequent fight is Faker.
Okay, gonna get in onto Pace, and he's just backing in mid. It's a free shutdown.
Big thing here is, as mentioned, with no Cloud Source, oh, might have a fight brewing.
Oh boy, Owner just trying to walk away from this one. The equalizer is huge again, and Owner is going to be left out to dry. Nobody, as Gen G look to position on this objective, but Keria now being chipped away as, Steadfast Presence going to help a bit, but he still has to flash away. Lahez is going to be the one that has to be faced.
Quite has to be big.
This time around, Keen is here as T1. They're just trying to flip it. Keria is going to knock away the jungler, and they do get the Baron again, but can you get out of the pit is the real question. Zeus, desperate, he is going to dash over the wall, and Owner will be left out to dry once again. It's a double.
Baron can get them map control back, and Prio, this game could slowly start to go back into T1's control.
And the kills, it's probably not worth it, because of the early kills, they're not actually able to utilize the pushing power of this Baron at all.
Yeah.
So if you don't get an inner, if you don't actually meaningfully pull back on this gold, it's going to make it really hard. They might be able to get an inner turret here, but Gen G, because of the counter push, is still able to make sure that, I think outside of this inner, they're not really going to give a whole lot up.
I mean, getting a little bit of value out of that Baron push down in the bottom side. The Azir kill on the top side turret, and now
it's a decent Baron, considering they lost the fight, lost Cloud Soul.
It's still going to come down to execution in the final fight, because
yeah, he's in a lot of trouble here. TP behind him, the knockup comes in, and now Faker is here for the punish. Chovy desperate to do damage, but he goes down, and now a fight up on the top side. Gen G looking to fight back, and they should be able to take out Owner. That they will, and that will make it.
No package.
Yeah, no package for now, and Guma, he's nearly going to dodge that stun from the Viego, but Owner might just have to eat it. So much survivability on his side, though he will get away, and the Fate's Call will be utilized. Lahen's going back in, Keria trying to keep him safe as Faker's going on a little roller coaster ride right now. Not sure about that one, but Keen has to go into the Zonyas as the soldiers a bit. This is happening, Keria trying to get some vision in, and finally they're going to know, but it is too little and too late. 15 seconds until the Elder, and Gen G get it at the perfect control.
No vision, a lot of poke.
Zeus
on the flank.
Like I was saying, he's caught out on the bottom side. He's just going to go down pretty much for free. Look at him, he's on the run. And T1, they can't rush down an Elder like that. That's going to be a free Aatrox. And now it's a 5v4 for Gen G.
Looks like Exodia might be on the menu here. I mean, T1, they have to win this fight without their top laner.
Lahen's.
They don't know.
The guy. He wants to make the play. He's going to get in that back line. Presses his R button. Guma just dies immediately anyway. And Gen G, it looks like they have done it for game number one. Massive divide, though. And a chance here, but so much damage as Quadra comes out from the side of Faker. And that might just keep this game alive, actually, as Chovy is still chasing the Poppy. Does the extra damage, flashes away, gets one more auto, and it's just barely perfect for the side of Faker to keep this one alive. And now T1, they are on the Elder. They're the ones in control of this objective. Canyon not going to get over the wall here as he is actually just barely. Canyon is going to get in. Do they have the damage to execute them with this Elder is the question. It looks like yes, as Faker also will go down. And he's got a highlight in this game, but he will not have a win. Gen G will take game number one.
T1 is tenacious, but Gen G will not lose this first game.
Just like the first game in our previous series yesterday, T1 fought hard. They had advantages at times, but it was Gen G from start to finish with map control. Their Prio too big to fail, and ultimately, yes, Faker gets a Quadra, but they regroup. Canyon, the man of the hour, takes the Elder and wins the game for Gen G. What a series we may have. And this is going to be a pick that just gives you the opportunity to set up in team fights so easily with the Rel. I mean, the skirmish power that this has, even before the Aurelion Soul comes online, is so high. But I think so much pressure.
He'll be holding on to that ability, and he will be totally fine, even though it was a little bit scary there. Xin Zhao, we know what he is capable of. And now, on a little bit of a gang path, is Canyon, the flash forward. Guma immediately going to try to cleanse it down. Will go Lehens as the trade back here flashed away from that one by Guma, but it's not quite going to be enough as now Canyon continuing on the chase here. Carrier just looking for another route to come down. Will be matched by the stun as now the charge on forward. Hayes really would love to take this kill. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. We'll have to see if Canyon can still get the kill as well. And yeah, he's just going to walk this one out. And that will just be a trade 1-for-1 with Guma picking up a kill himself. And still chasing on this one, but not going to be able
to actually catch that wave because they're trying to still make the play onto Carrier, meaning that the CS lead for Guma is still very much in place. And this is essential for T1. They need to get this early game.
Here, when Faker is not in it for his divide range, is what Toby's going to be looking for. We'll stack those up and leave.
Might be more literal than I was expecting, as now Owner getting on in. The root's going to come in and nice cleanse, they say, but you're going to die. 3v1 on the dive.
The Freaka coming through there, not having the best time. Obviously,
KT, anyone?
Yeah, any KT roasters, Summer, lower bracket. Certainly. Lehens.
Oh, a little play here. Lehens is going to get the stun off, but now he's just on the run as Fate's Call going to be used to try to get on top of him. Lehens will flash away, of course, to try to survive, and now that Rylai is really doing a number here to Faker, who has to flash away himself. Big Goal's going to come out from Chovy, picks up the kill, but now might be traded back. Yes, you will. Owner going to pick up that one, and now T1 on the chase. They get the knock up here on the Keen, who is going 1v4. And is taking quite a while to go down.
That's fine.
Is he? Okay, finally he dies, thankfully.
The big story here is he's just trying to buy time for the team to retreat because there's no way to fight this dragon anymore without Chovy. Faker makes a huge impact, obviously, in these team fights, so picking him up would have been huge, but at the cost of your own life, not so much. And Lehens obviously trying to make something with that.
Some plates for Pace, who desperately needs some money and a kill.
Cassante, can he survive is the other question. Tanking it up excellently. Decent amount of poke coming out from the Varus, even the Aurelion Soul. As now, we're going to make a play here on a Zeus, potentially, but Keen just tanking up the turret, going to demolish that one down, and now the chase coming in from the big dragon that is Chovy, and you know what, Zeus? Ghost's not going to get you out of this one this time, as it is going to be a trade of turrets. T1 also pushing the bottom lane.
I don't think you're going to be feeling too bad about it. Looks like that is going to be the case. At the same time, though, you can also argue that if you are Gen G, as Owner got cancelled, I don't think he's getting out.
I mean, he went into that with 84 health as now. He does have some support. He's got an ult himself, but the rest of Gen G are barreling down into the bottom lane, and the Crescent Guard is going to be nice for a little bit as Keen is tanking up that turret quite a lot, but he is Rek'Sai. Now they're going to go for the re-engage. A massive knockup comes in from the side of Carrier, but the turn is coming in immediately. Keen is going to survive on the backside of that, and the Aurelion Soul with that upgraded ultimate is
here. One dragon is all they needed to get this Aurelion Soul to the late game, but he's almost already there. I mean, he's looking for that third item Crypt Bloom here pretty soon.
Just 233 stacks. As, he's
again kind of default back into their normal playstyles. I'm not even going to stop talking because it's Rek'Sai. We can't fight the front to back. Scary does have teal. Also want to highlight that
Faker interrupted on the dash, and the whole team, the entire team is coming on up. TP now as Rek'Sai ultimate going to be used. Faker not going to be able to sweep him away. And Zeus desperate to save him, but it's not going to help as Pace is just dead on the right side. Just going to go down essentially for free as Carrier and Guma do Fates call him to death, and now Zeus on the chase and the flash on in from Carrier. They're trying to take out Chovy, and they will be able to. Guma finally able to frontline, and it's a winning fight here for T1 as they take out 3.
That's what we were talking about. If they can get on top of Chovy, if they can take out the dragon, they can make the turnaround. And normally when Faker seems to get caught, reinforcements are there earlier, but there is one man that can stop this. This is a Rel with Flash. You can't let him near the pit, T1.
I think he might be on the upper part. There he is.
Yeah, they're going to try their best to keep him out, but at the end of the day, Zeus doesn't have all out. They just need to turn onto him, otherwise.
Flash as well.
Yeah, I mean, he is going to be rooted up as now he's not going to be able to get into the pit as, pushed away here by Carrier and is super low. And one last try maybe is now Navarez tries to steal that one away. It's not going to happen.
Onto the back line. Even just one Q can be the difference maker. And now T1, this is the lead they were looking for.
Yeah, they're going to be feeling pretty good about their spot now of 5,000 gold in this game.
Toby does have the empowered ultimate here.
Yeah.
Yep. And so much damage already done in the neutral. Look at how much he can do just over this wall, unpunished.
Yeah, T1 are struggling to really force something here, and they're getting awkwardly poked out by the Lethality Varus and, of course, the Aurelion Soul. It's kind of the main character in this game.
And that's just a Fury tool. Nice for Keen.
More health.
Mid-tier 1's going to go down. Guma not in position here on this Drake, though. He does have Faker, and they're continuing to push. It is, after all, just a singular Ocean Drake that Gen G are making a play for. And now T1 on the flank coming around from the top side. Let's see if this does work out for them.
Such a scary moment here for Gen G getting wrapped around like this. Pushed backs against the wall.
They have the vision with the Rex sign. Keen just staying burrowed, saying, okay, they're trying to flank. He's going to take out that blast cone. A rare engaged cone as now Gen G sticking around here.
Bounties are up.
And they have the Rel, I mean, with the Redemption coming in as well. Now the engage is going to be denied as we do have a massive ultimate coming down. And now the engage comes in from the side of Gen G. Guma not able to play the game this time around. Keria also going down. And Owner is left alone. Faker also on the run. As Owner desperate to try to take out Pays. It's not going to happen. It's a quadra kill for the side of Chovy.
Normally you can trust T1 when it comes to these Red Bull Baron power plays, but this one is a disaster! As instead of using the pushing power, they opt into a fight against Chovy with his ult up.
And they opt into this fight when they don't have the range to fight neutral against the poke of the Aurelion Soul, the poke of the Varus.
And Gen G is the one in control of the map! What's happening?
Wait, that's not allowed. How is that even?
I mean, the gold lead is
down
T1.
Yeah, they're down 3,000
And they have 3 Drakes to 1.
I mean, Chovy is that one guy you hate to see when he's on the other team. It's the solo queue mid laner.
Faker.
Why does he have 9 kills? Why is he so fast?
Faker trying to get an angle. Let's see if he can do it. He's going to try to get on Pays, and he will take out the Varus once again. That is not the Aurelion Soul, and the counter engage comes in. They take out the Kalista as Faker's still alive here. Now the front line of Gen G is going down. Redemption for Canyon, and Keen in the front line trying to take it up. Chovy puts a giant E on everybody here in the front line. It's such a close fight as both teams have only lost 1 member so far. Keen still on the chase, but now the Azir turret.
Nobody's going to be able to fly. He doesn't have teleport, but he gets here so quick. And Keen,
He doesn't have his ult.
he doesn't care with 3 people.
Yeah, Keen can't do anything, and Chovy can't get here in time. Doesn't have his ult. It's a Baron over to the side of T1. And now, on the chase, thinking about it, Pays is here. He's trying to enter the storyline. He wants to be a character in this game, but now the ult's going to come down from the Aurelion Soul, and the Crescent Guard is doing so much. Chovy is going to finally be taken out, and Faker gets the shutdown as well. So much gold for them. And that might be what T1 needed.
They have the Baron and the biggest source of wave clear, and damage is dead. 45 seconds.
30 minutes into this game, T1 may have done it with this flank from Faker. From our vision that we saw from the observers, it looked like Gen G could absolutely stick around and fight that. Chovy using his ult as well, won't have that on respawn if he respawns here in 30 seconds.
They're going to try to go for this one. And now they're throwing in Keria. They're looking for the angles. The Rex side not tanky enough. And they're going to get the flash away from Lehens, but now
15.
only a cannon minion.
1 minion
is going to stay alive. They're going to try to push in with this one. And Pays going to dodge it. The engage from Canyon to buy them a chance in game number 2, but I don't know if they're going to have it. Pays takes out 1, but it's 4 people against the Nexus, and they're just going to knock it down. T1 going to bring us a series tonight.
They just clutched these.
This case, the team fights are going to be incredible as Zeus again brings out the Zac top.
They just trust him so much. T1 have said this player can play anything.
We saw both the mid laners trying to angle on over, and now Canyon kind of in an awkward spot as Owner definitely considering continuing in on this one. Going to put down a ward. Canyon going to get charged on here once again. Owner continuing with the chase. The bottom laners are just distracted at the moment. They're not able to come on over and help. He has to flash. The flash goes, still goes down. Owner spot to back in. And he will have it denied. Will they continue on this? It's just Nami and Xinjiao, but now the rotation coming in from the Zac as well. Keen on the run, on the burrow, has to flash away. Here comes Faker with his wall, and Keen is in so much trouble here. will even bother to throw out his ult. No, he will not. Down he goes, and Faker will pick up a kill.
T1 on fire in this early part of the game. Very tough to pull off without Lehens having heal or zone level 6.
Maybe trying to make something happen top side. I mean, Zeus is pretty low as now Keen looking to take the 1v1, maybe even just try to pop the passive at this point. Gets so incredibly close, but it is not going to amount to much. Canyon still on the top side of the map, could look for this.
But teleport, so T1 identify that. If they can bring the solution up, this is a huge team fight opportunity for them if Gen G want to stick around. The timing, though, this does not quite work out, and FaZe is going to be able to push this top side with the Aphelios, maybe grab some plate gold himself here if T1 do not respond. Guma's still in the mid lane.
I was about to say, you can just let it go, but Canyon says no.
Revenge.
I'm getting 6. Want to actually be able to secure the full buff. And walks up here. Oh, they don't have a lot of time for this.
Oh, and the combo's used on a Paze, doesn't do any damage. And now the ult comes in, the Moonlight Vigil, and Paze will pick up the kill, but Canyon should be traded back. He is so far behind enemy Lions, and Guma will be gifted a kill as well. So a trade of 80 carry.
Oh, Zeus might be looking for a TP in. Does come through.
Oh boy, immediately responded to by the side of Gen G. Bubble has to be flashed by Chovy, who's now looking to make the play. Knocks up 2 of them, but Owner is going to stay alive, and now the turn comes on in. They're trying to take out the Aphelios, and that they will, but now we do have a front line here for the side of Chovy, who is full health, and nobody on the side of T1 is really able to do any damage to him. Ult comes out from the side of Keen, and now the chase is on. They look to take out the Zac, as T1 did pick up this dragon, but
way that you ever live, even with your front line, and even with your wild growth. So Chovy actually buying,
trying to get on in, and is not actually going to commit to it. Keen certainly thinking about it. The front line, no Crescent Guard coming on in, and Owner is in a lot of trouble. This gets assassinated by the Rek'Sai, doing insane amounts of damage, and now Faker, here comes Chovy, gonna force that flash out of Faker and get that summoner out. As now, maybe a trade onto the Lulu could be nice, but not gonna happen for Faker this time.
Good flash by Faker. I want to talk about his itemization a little bit, but we might have a little bit more action here as the Rift Herald is going to charge. Going to be denied by this Weaver's Wall. Not quite, actually. Nice attempt, but it still goes through. But the Taliyah itemization here doesn't allow you for Gen G after these last 2 fights. Start to get up there. I mean, it's only 2,000, but it is a significant advantage they have with the better scaling comp with 6 grubs. I mean,
go into the mid lane, chunk out an opponent, but because Paze is already... Oh boy.
Very questionable TP here from the side of Chovy. Can he survive though? He does have an Emperor's Divide and a TP and Faker! He's tanking the turn, he goes down, executed, Chovy flashes, goes into the Zhonya's, but he eventually will go down. Finally they take him out. It's now Keen on the run, has a Lulu for some help, and is Rek'Sai, and will serve a portion of the damage, which can be pretty bursty, not always sustained. And now Lehens just gonna face check. Definitely another questionable move by one of the members of Gen G. He's gonna have to flash away, and now here comes T1, gets the flash out of Paze. He doesn't have a front line. He's left all alone. Lehens goes down. Paze falls as well. And T1 are looking for something. Keen and Chovy want to go 2v5. They're gonna take out 1. They get Guma here, as now a knockup gonna come down on Keen. And a chance here to take out Chovy, but no knockup just yet as he is on the run. Goes into his Zhonya's. Keen desperate to try to peel for him. Can they take him out? Yes, they can. They take him down, and T1 take a big fight.
And it's the same thing that happened with Lehens when he got caught against Homeboy.
Chovy's ultimate and Keen's knockup there doesn't get the full range of the push of the Emperor. Canyon.
Yeah, okay, he's made his presence very well known, but he's not going to go 1v5 into that pit.
But mistakes like that, T1 are more than happy to take advantage of.
Don't play T1's game.
Or sorry, Chovy rather has also gone for tank build. So this Zac is going to be indestructible.
Let's see what this turn looking for a bit more. They're going to take a chunk out of this bottom lane as well.
They're just playing the map so well. They denied Chovy's angle there.
Going to need a good 5 minutes to do that. So T1 definitely have a lot of time. They are going to find this angle on a Faker, and amazing ult comes in, but now accessing the backline. Paze is going to go down, and the front line pulls through for the side of T1. They have the damage. Chovy can be as tanky as he's like, but he's not going to be able to chew through all of the members of T1. They get the pick onto the bottom lane of Gen G.
The cross is so good onto Paze there as he tries to flash and kite back. Chovy
is Azir, and he is trying to continue on this one. I mean, Zeus is just so tanky, and now the follow-up is coming in. We do have the Zhonya's, but Chovy instant timing on the shove coming through from Faker, and that is the end of Chovy as well.
Even though that started with Genji engaging on Faker, he didn't even need to flash.
Actually, they are quite far behind, and T1 are right here. So it's just going to be an attempted turn here from the side of T1. Faker's all the way in the backline, but he does not die. Chovy goes golden, and Pace is actually surviving. He's doing the damage, but the Baron goes to T1, and T1 will eventually win the fight. The wallets are getting real heavy at this point in the day, as now Pace tries to turn it around, but he's alone. As Owner going in, they will be able to take him out. Guma does get the execute, and that should be enough. The TP is coming in, and T1 take him.
The Baron goes over, and with the 10,000 gold lead here now for T1 over.
TP is going to take it, which means more turrets going over as Canyon.
Yeah, he's gonna go in there. Okay, there's a blast cone. We are going to have Chemtech Soul over to the side of T1, and I mean, Zeus is already on.
I think this game is going to be done. I don't know if they get to contest. I don't know if they get to fight the Elder.
Okay, well, Faker is going to be isolated here, and he should be going down. He doesn't have flash, and the damage should be able to come through at least to take out Faker. Definitely a bit of a whoop. That Peas does not 1v5, and with the amount of damage they have and the amount of money they have, it should be enough, as now they're just going to engage. They find the damage on the front line. Look at Keen. He was supposed to be tanky as he goes back in and will be denied any hope there. Down goes Keen, and T1 now, after eyes set on the top side of this map, might even just go for a push here down the mid lane.
There's no front line. Might imagine that he thought that maybe that was a tunnel that went the other way. Not the case.
Guma trying to make a case that he is the AD carry to look out for as Zeus goes in. The Moonlight Vigil goes totally wide, doesn't hit anything. As Zeus will take a bunch of damage, but that is mid inhibitor down for the side of T1. Trying their best to make a stance here, to make a stand, and not just go ahead and lose this one immediately. But Chovy is going to get caught, and so much for that, as immediately this fight should go the way of T1. They take out Chovy, who desperately tries.
The Elder is desynced, so there isn't even an opportunity for Genji to go for something else. And with that pick, the already...
Now,
don't flip, just fight.
Yeah, don't flip, just fight, because Pays, with these items, I mean, he can win if they get in the Elder buff.
They're trying to take out Keen here, and now Genji gonna try to make and force a flip. Can they force T1 to flip is really the question. T1 not necessarily in position. Here comes the Zac though, looking for that backline, flashes away, and now Chovy provides the front line. T1 are kind of broken up here. It's not a perfect fight. Are the wallets heavy enough is the question.
Elder!
It's definitely and it goes the way of Owner. It goes the way of T1, and that should be enough to execute Genji out of this game number 3.
Yeah, that should do it. Very close there on the 50-50 on the smite, but Pays was pushed back, and T1 will not have the rug pulled out from under them at the end of this one. Relatively tenacious game here for Genji, but since the mid-game, T1 had control, and they will go to match point. I said earlier it was 2021 the last time they won it. It was 2022 in the finals, where they were last defeated. Genji here, of course, talking domestically in LCK Finals line access. And it's going to be Zeus who gets the counter pick to the Cassante here, and the Gwen. Front to back here for T1 is amazing until the Aurelion Soul.
I suppose that is a very small consolation prize, but he has already missed a lot of the CS. He might even miss this cannon here as well. That one melee minion getting to work on it. Yeah, he's not going to hit it.
Wolf a lot more, both 1v1 potential as well as objective threat. If he can get to a Dragon or a Herald alone, that said, Dragon gonna have to wait.
And he's getting to work pretty heavily on those turret places. Now trying to get on top of Zeus here. He has the needles. Looking to take out Lehens nearly, and this going to survive. And now here's Faker up on the top side of the map as well. Gonna keep him safe and maybe even look for a play as Pays has to flash away from that one. Some pretty low health bars. Here comes Chovy though, looking to turn this one onto Zeus, who's just barely out of range of the culling, and will survive for now. But the ultimate will come down from the Aurelion Soul, trying to turn it onto Pays. They will get that kill, but Chovy as well.
Back here in some upcoming skirmishes, but
Canyon? I gotta peace out, buddy. I don't know about that last one. This one should be fine, but is running away.
Free time with that top turret.
And that's for one Dragon. I don't know if you really want to do that. We do see Keen make...
But it does mean that Faker with Nashor's Tooth up here is going to be unanswered. Keen does not have teleport. They're going to push mid as well. So maybe a 1 for 2 here. Gen.G get 1, T1 most of this mid turret. They guarantee this top turret. And this ended up being a waste of teleport here for Chovy.
We are seeing a little bit of confidence, though, from Gen.G, and that's something I think we haven't seen. Some discount on those items, or rather than being relatively cheaper, ends up working out, as we do see mid lane turret going down after the earlier pressure from T1.
And I think they should get some damage done to this turret, but at the end of the day, Keen is going to get up to the top side and deny that turret from going down.
See if he tries to go for a 1-for-1 on owner here. No, he just takes his objective.
Yeah, he'll get the objective.
Going.
They do with Keen. Oh yeah, look at Owner. He's in a lot of trouble. Oh. He can't get away from the Kazakhs. He's gonna bait Faker into staying around and having a flash away from Chovy. As now Pays with the culling, chasing down Keria, has to wild growth. As now with Keen in the front line, he is just so tanky at this point. Clear the ward, but he is going to dash away. But now, can you get away from the Aurelion Soul without a flash? He is going to divide, and Owner is providing a front line here. Goes into the Zhonya's, a chance for T1, but now Guma in the 2v2, desperate to take it down. Yes. Gets the red ult down, and now Zeus is going to take out Canyon on the top side of this fight. Chovy just trying to kite away from Zeus, and Zeus is going to be isolated here. The rest of the team not able to follow up on the Gwen. And it
threat can be very difficult to play out.
Ghostin!
He's getting ghosted at right now. Guma, he doesn't have flash, and he's just dead under the mid-inner turret. They just ran right at him. There wasn't anything he could do.
Keen walked at him, man. What are you gonna do? Oh, by the way.
And there's vision on the Baron, and there's no way without Guma that T1 could ever make a play for him. He has TP as well, and Gen.G have full control.
Going in onto Kasante. And Keen went in as well. He's like, okay, you want to fight? Let's fight.
Q.
Yeah, never mind.
It's gone.
They're going to try for the TP.
Yeah, they're TPing in. They want to try to take a fight, but it's too late. It's too fast. The Baron is gone. And Gen.G will pick it up, and T1 are like, well, so never mind. And now Owner just runs into them. Assumes they backed, and that is going to be the end of that. As now a gigantic ultimate going to hit the rift here. It's a 5v4 in favor of Gen.G. And quickly going their way as it's 5v3. Faker gets slowed up, goes for a bit of a split, but there's no follow-up. Guma can't do it alone. They take him out, and Gen.G clean ace to take. Now it's Gen.G who are in the driver's seat. 8,000 gold ahead, a 6,500 gold Red Bull Baron power play as they leap into the lead. Gen.G looking to push mid and bot before this dragon does spawn.
Look at the Aurelion Soul Siege. It's just insane. Even his autos at this late game.
The Grubs! Little Grubby's getting in there. And you see Zeus is trying to push top. I mean, that's basically all he can do at this point in time, as he's not going to provide much of a defense anyway. But it is Gen.G closing down on the base. They're looking for the end of this game. The 3-man ult comes in. Keria goes down. Owner survives with the Crescent Guard, but maybe not for long. Guma, desperation as he steps up to the Gen.G members who are trying to put an end to this game.
Canyon, they trust him with the Kazakhs. He brings us to a 5th one. Zeus.
It's happening, guys. Zeus is desperate. He is so desperate to try to not allow this to go to game 5, but it is inevitable. Gen.G will take down the turret, and they will take down this Nexus. Faker gets flashed on, and he goes into Zhonya's just to die at the end. Gen.G bring us to silver screens.
And it has not been the cleanest.
Poppy
to come through. And a pick that has been pretty good into the Lucian historically, can be great at shutting down the Zac as well in terms of engages. And here we go here into Faker's Orianna, into the Zac. Hard to imagine that Pays, especially now down that flash, is going to get such a fight. Owner?
Lenz is here. He's going to have the stun as well. The flash comes in, and Owner in a bit of a wonky spot here. He is going to charge in and has a speed up from Faker, but the flash on in. No, not the cone, and it is denied by the W of the Poppy, and that is first blood. Give it to Corky, he says. Doesn't even say Chovy, just calls him Corky. As little knockback here, Zeus, he already ulted in a little bit of trouble, even on the Zac, and down he goes to the passive. Keen looking for a solo. Can he get the kill is the question. One last hit and he will get it, and now Faker.
It happened, and in particular, again, You're up match point. Everything looks to be going fine. Even game one, I think, from
Here,
T1.
Faker, who does not have the flash, you remember, from the mid lane play in the 1v1. Faker is going to get the shockwave, though they don't quite have the damage, although Toby is looking for it. The big one is going to miss, and now Owner going back in the bubble as well as Keria is here, and the missile will not land. Tense moment, you know, it's they almost lost that trade, you know, but they're able to just barely get it done. And again, the power of the Orianna as well, the shields, the CC coming in from the shockwave, keeping himself alive. Owner and Keria making their way up as well to help, as here is a dive. He's gonna miss, and that's not gonna be it, but he's gonna knock him into the turret, and that will definitely be enough, as now Canyon just gonna tank this one up and run away. Lahen's not able to tank it, and so they do get the dive going.
Extends, but it doesn't matter. Let's see what that soul's gonna be, because that's a big question on every T1 fan's mind. 2 dragons down.
Definitely have some pretty good champs at dealing with the Rift Herald.
Yeah,
you see Keria trying to help out with that, trying to clear out as much as he can. We do have an he gets all down out of the jump, and now Zeus in a lot of trouble once again. Goes into the passive, and Keen just got to time it right with the Q, and that is going to do it. Eats a bunch of turret shots, but he doesn't.
The plays here, the attempts from T1 shut down again.
And he faced checkers. He is going to get a nice calling down. Lahen's, he's so low. He's going to flash away. And now you've got an Annie who is summonerless. And now T1 are able to rotate down with the Rift Herald as well and push it into mid, trying to get some plays here as the knockup comes in. That is Faker, who is in the Rift Herald. Why is he in the Rift Herald?
Gets the pop. Canyon says no. Goodbye, Orianna. Who cares if Lahen's isn't here? That's so point for Infernal Soul here for Gen G.
I'm like wondering, is it, I don't think he needs more threat and more damage.
For sure. Now it is going to be T1 grouping up in mid. Gen G not really in position to stop this one, as down will go the mid tier 1 over to the
front line. The poke they have is exactly what Gen G are looking for. They'll even pick up a bonus turret here. You pick up this dragon. There's almost no coming back from this. Package at the red.
Here we go again as Keen running on in. He wants the finals, but no stun is going to land here as the cleanse comes through, and now Keen has to back away. Gen G, they get some space here on the map looking at that Infernal Soul. And there's just no vision in here. I mean, this is being burst down right now. Keen is just playing bouncer on the outside of this. T1, you gotta do something as the ult is going to miss here from the side of Canyon. And here is a massive package. Chovy trying to get away. Zeus going super deep for that one. And now Keen, and then Owner gets in, and he takes down the dragon. Will deny the soul, but the fight is coming in. Pays trying to go 1v3, isn't going to take out anybody, and yes, Owner will go down. But
from Canyon, the package damage is unreal, and Zeus is focused down.
Baron is down in live. Gen G just pick up a huge objective.
And Owner getting this, you know, it feels like it's a consolation prize, but it's not going to make you feel like it's anywhere near enough to bring this game back for T1. If they lose the dragon and lose the fight, of course, obviously it would be worse. But, I mean, how much
of damage that he has done.
Faker thinks he's safe, and now we got to play here in mid. This is a 1v1 on the top side that Faker, he cannot take this. Keen is just way too strong at this point in time with so much MR, and now we got to fight mid. Canyon a bit caught out here. He is going to have to flash away, but now the engage, and a massive disengage follow-up.
Yes.
He's looking for it.
Faker has ult.
Not going to go for it. Just barreling
for an ultimate and gets focused down first by this Lucian. I mean, there's just so little agency here for T1. The map completely belongs to Gen G. Sure, they burned a lot of that Baron power play. It's only 800 gold, really. All melted. All right, package ready. Gen G looking for a second try on Infernal Soul here.
He got GA.
GA also finished, as mentioned.
And Faker didn't get death cap. He went back, spent all his money on a second rod. He doesn't have death cap for this fight. Gen G,
One more chance.
still a massive chance as the ult is gonna get Owner away. There's no chance at a steal. Gen G will pick up Infernal Soul. And they're looking for more. I mean, they have the package as well. Owner gonna be slowed on up, and Keen is just sprinting at 5 people. Does not care at all about, that's all they've got. They have to dodge, they have to play dodgeball at this point because they don't have any other hope. As now, Dayu's gonna go in and immediately is just gonna get burned to shreds, but a lot of damage here on Keen. Maybe a chance, but the blobs are being taken out.
Time?
Gen G are not gonna give them the time. Not gonna give them the time of day either, as Faker has to join on in here. Now, an engage, a chance. Keen looking for it. And Guma has to be the one that puts in the damage because you know for sure that Chovy will be doing it on the opposite side.
Faker's got to find Pays and Chovy here with the shockwave.
Oh, there's another big pull on in as Keen is getting low. He's getting low. He's taken out and now Zeu's going on in. Pays though is going to ult and is going to pull them away from this one. The knockaway from the Lucian. As Guma will know what
One more Hail Mary. No ult for Canyon.
No ult for Canyon. They do have to deal with the Quirky, but I mean, they're dodging everything. Chovy not quite able to land the rockets here. Not going to hit the big one. Hits a small one, but that is Baron for the side of T1.
Hanging by that one single thread. And one fight here is the
Able to
Baron.
utilize that to put on the pressure and just to keep Gen G in the base. And the damage out of it. One Elder flip could get it done. The flash on in with the package, trying to make a play, but Chovy is in the front line, and he might just go down here. Just a bit of damage could get it done, but they don't quite take him out. Keen tanking on the left side. Oh, goes down, and Keen is still alive. He is still alive in the back line, and Gen G, they take the fight.
Get your coffee pastas out as Akasante, Keen Sante walks towards T1 and says no! The engage from Chovy, not enough to get an initial pick, but it's enough to win the fight.
Trying to grab the wave. TP is coming in. Faker not going to let this game end just yet, but he might have to pay with it.
They're going to try.
With his life, but the wave is going to come in, and they're just going to ignore the Elder. They're going to try to end the game.
Oh, the Getzel! Gonna get it!
Yes, he knows. And there it is! 1W! And maybe that just ends this game. No, they're backing. They're not gonna end. They say
They're back. The Elder is going over.
it's gone.
It's gone. And
Gen G is gonna get it.
the big thing there, Chovy forces immediate flashes with his...
Breaking open the base of those inhibitors just seems out of the question right now. If T1 try to go for a defense here where they flank, they will get shut down. There's no flanking wards here. And the Corky poke is still real. They still have Infernal Soul.
You have to clear the wave. That's the only way. Shockwave gonna come through. The cannon minion does go down. Culling as well, but there's another wave coming in. And now Keen gets the knockback here on a owner. He is running into 5 members with the Elder Drake. A 4-man knockback just to give them an opening to this inhibitor. And they will take down the top inhibitor as well as the middle one with those ranged minions. And Gen G will stop at that.
Well, the Baron will be rushed down. T1 trying to get over here, but without those critical tools, they can't contest. Keen on the flank through mid as well.
Yep. Gonna taxi that wave on in through mid, put on the pressure, and he's nearly got his ghost too, which is gonna make him able to close this distance so fast. But the Baron push is on. Gen G, they can taste it. They're gonna take down that third inhibitor, and they still have the Baron buff for a full minute.
Super minions crashing through here. One last attempt.
One last package. He's going to try to send it. Owner with the Crescent Guard keeps it alive. Zeus desperately trying to stop this one from ending as the GA is going to be utilized. He goes in and annihilates them underneath the tank the Nexus. And that will do it. Gen G will take the 3-2 victory. They will win in Silver Scrapes.